We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So nothing there that time. And maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't. And you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Okay, break.
They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Watson off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 22-yard line. 36.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this he rifles one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Hurts. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They're going to look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Rocky started throwing the football, and he's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
And taken right at the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And I mean, if they...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Back to throw, Watson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Hurts. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Seven Pirates! Warriors 17! Hurry!
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Throw left side, complete. That's Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
19 right.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Taking it about the 1.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Do you remember?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 38, Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now a first down throw. Watson
setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Watson now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Trucks over him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Watson's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Watson. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover.
Here we go, here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. But let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it. To try again after the sack. Watson. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And now here is another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back.
Touchdown, Browns! George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing. Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. There
carried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
After the sack on first down, Watson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
On third down, here's Walker.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back to throw, Watson. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this context.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.